When I was in college, there used to be a small Mexican restaurant across the street from the laundromat where I would wash my college clothes. Carlos's Mexican Grill was the name of it. Very small restaurant, sandwiched between a pizza shop and a Subway, maybe 16 seats inside. And every time I went, I sat at the counter, which had a direct line of sight to the plancha, where I would watch Carlos slinging tacos while his wife made guacamole right behind him. I think I saw a third-party member once. It was almost always just the two of them. And the food wasn't avant-garde, no fancy microgreens or fermented bullshit. It's an under-the-radar type of place that would never win any sort of award. But it was delicious. It was nourishing and fattening and soulful, made by the tired, calloused hands of a husband and wife who were just trying to make a living. Two souls who just love to cook for other people. It was the first restaurant that I'd ever loved. As a kid whose idea of Taco Tuesday was seasoned ground beef on a stinky flour tortilla with lettuce, sour cream, and cheddar cheese, sometimes the taco blend, this tiny little restaurant blew my mind. Still to this day, I've never been to a restaurant more than I went to Carlos's. Probably 30 to 35 times in the 2 years that I lived in that sleepy town. It was the first time in my life that I had ever had a 3-taco dinner, and a roast con pollo and refried beans. Salsa verde became and is still one of my favorite things in the world. It was the first time I had enchiladas and flautas, chile rellenos. And the first time I ordered a chimichanga, I thought, this is how every burrito should be served. After I graduated college and went to work in professional kitchens in downtown Chicago, I was exposed to even more Mexican foods and techniques and people, and I've since eaten objectively better Mexican food. Dozens of restaurants, but none of them were more delicious than Carlos's. Out of all the best foods that I've had, none of them have come from the best restaurants. Out of the hundreds of Michelin star and award-winning dishes I've had, I remember maybe 5 or 6 of them. But I remember everything I ate at Carlos's when I was 19. I brought my brother there, my best friends, my family, my girlfriend. It was just this really special restaurant. But more importantly, it was a really special time and place in my life. And as I eat these surprisingly great tacos, I think about how Carlos shaped the way I thought about food and the type of cook and person I wanted to be. I never cared much for technique-driven food. I just want people to shove something in their mouth, pause for a second, look at me, and smile before shoveling down another spoonful. To me, if I have to explain why something objectively tastes good, it's just not delicious. And I don't care how hard or long I worked on a dish, if that beef Wellington doesn't make you stop and say, oh fuck, it just ain't that good. I think I'd like to start my own Carlos's one day. Senpai Carlos's maybe. I don't know, I have a few years to think about it. 16 or 20 seats, something very tiny where it's just about making delicious food and hanging out. Maybe pour a little Henny, you feel me? And hopefully someone down the line will make a cute little YouTube video about it.